Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
And we are live. Welcome to the Ringside Reporter show, where we talk about the latest boxing news. If it's related to boxing, we'll talk about it right here. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habib. We got a great show for you today. If you want to call in, 570-530-8316. Beeb, let's get it started. No fights this weekend, but there's a fight tonight. Las Vegas on Paramount Plus. This is at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. Main event, and it starts tonight. I think the prelims start around 6, but the main events, they don't go on till like 9. We'll have you out of here in just a little bit anyway. So yeah, everybody have a chance to watch this. F.A. Ajagba versus Charles Martin, Prince Charles Martin, 10 rounds, heavyweights. Beeb, this is a pretty interesting fight. I like it. It's not, I think it's exactly right where it should be. You know what I mean? It's not a pay fight. It's not a, it's a good crossroad heavyweight fight. Both these guys have had their trouble, right? Charles Martin especially. Former heavyweight champion, Charles Martin. Remember that.
Gotta give it to him.
You got to give it to him. And I don't care how he won it. I know the guy had a knee injury. I don't care. Listen, I know you disagree with it, but if I put a belt around, if I win a belt and I put it around my waist, I'm the champ.
Listen.
No questions asked.
If his opponent got the wrong address and went to the wrong arena and he won by default,
I'm champ.
He's still the champion. It doesn't matter.
Right? That's it.
They sent him to like a warehouse somewhere, and Charles Martin's in the ring by himself and no opponent. He's the champion. That's disqualification. That's a forfeit.
This puts both of those guys, on a better trajectory. If they go out there and they have a great fight, both those guys are now marketable again.
Yeah.
If one gets a win, a spectacular win, he's marketable now. Now, all of a sudden, F.A. Ajagba was one of those guys from the PBC when they brought out, that's the guy who walked out, I guess. That guy. He was fighting that dude, and he just walked out of the ring as soon as the bell rang and everything like that. He lost to Frank Sanchez. Wasn't it Frank Sanchez beat him?
Yes.
Yeah, so
it's kind of a bad style matchup for him, but he's a very exciting fighter. He's got a good punch. He's got the
style matchup for him, wasn't it?
He's got the type of style. He's a big guy. He's got a good jab. He's got a really good right hand. He's got the type of style where he can get anyone out of there on any given night. That's the thing. He's an exciting fighter. And Charles Martin, too, he's had his ups and downs, as you said, but he said something very interesting. He loves this type of setting where there's no stress now. Like he loves that the training's prepared for him. He likes the whole setup where he could use the training center at the UFC Performance Center. He likes the nutrition that they provide, all the services that they provide for these fighters once you sign with Zuffa Boxing. And if you look at him, he looks in probably the best shape I've ever seen him in a long time. He looks lean, lean for him. He seems happy. There's been times when you see him before a fight, he's just kind of weird. Like he has these goes on these outbursts, and something just doesn't always seem right for him. And when you have a situation where your training's provided for you, you're insured, you got a guaranteed schedule.
That's off your mind.
Yeah, a lot of stress, like you said, comes off your mind, and I guess this situation for a lot of fighters creates a very positive work environment for them. And I think you'll see guys probably who didn't always perform the best. I think you'll see the best out of guys now, given this type of situation and environment, in my opinion.
Well, Charles Martin went on and said that, he said that they're going to keep me busy. He said they got a schedule.
Well, you don't
that's
have to
such
wait.
a big load off.
You don't have to wait. Know where the next check is coming from because you don't have to fight for 2.5, 3 years, which was par of the course over at PBC. Yeah. Imagine if you're a contract worker and you're sitting there waiting. When's my next job going to be? That's stressful.
That's what he said. He said we're independent contractor. He said, you know what, we're unemployed after the fight.
That's right.
And he's right. They're unemployed after the fight. Yeah. So hopefully this goes well, and hopefully these guys show out, do a good fight. And
like I told you before, the only knock is I don't know. I just don't get that same feel watching boxing on a Sunday that I do on a Friday or Saturday or even during the week. For some reason, like Sunday's like kind of like my chill day. I just want to like relax. I don't want to really watch.
Right.
I kind of like my mind is set to watch like movies and
going to bed early and stuff like that because you got Monday. You got
Monday, you want to go to bed. Monday you have to get up early. You want to go to bed on Sunday night, the night before.
Yeah.
So like it's different watching it on a Friday or a Saturday because you don't have to get up the next day, or you can sleep in a little bit, or you can just relax, lie in the bed, whatever. But
and I don't know about you, but after you watch a fight, you're like you're charged up a little bit.
Yeah,
like your emotions.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because
or whatever, you're charged up a little bit.
Yeah, you watch the fight and then like you can't go to sleep, and then you're like junk the next day. You're trash the next day. So
JC said, "I'm still bricked up on Sunday." What's wrong with you?
Please, JC, take it easy. This guy's out of control sometimes.
Who do you like in this fight tonight, babe?
I think Ajagba will win the fight, but I don't know, something about Charles Martin. I kind of resonate with that guy's personality. Like he's kind of like a regular guy, kind of come up the hard way. Like I said, up and down, but he's a good fighter. He just he never was able to live up to his full potential because there was long periods of time where he just wasn't getting the opportunities. He became champion, and once he lost the belt, he was just so inactive. So he never was given the opportunity to really hone his skills. Because when you watch him fight, he could fight a bit. He had that great fight with Luis Ortiz. What a performance that was! It was a good fight, very entertaining fight. Even though he lost that fight, it was a good fight. It's a fun fight to watch. So I'm happy for the guy that he's going to be fighting regularly, and I don't think he'll win tonight. But even in losing, I hope he makes a good account of himself so he can just continue to keep fighting. Because again, I like I said, I resonate with the guy. He's the type of guy that I kind of pull for in the sport of boxing.
Every time Charles Martin has stepped up, he's lost. Lost to Anthony Joshua, Adam Konoski, Luis Ortiz, Jared Anderson. It seems like every time he takes that step up, he loses. He's not. It's not enough for him.
He's stuck at that bottom 10.
Frank
12.
Sanchez, Frank Sanchez is a pretty good fighter.
Frank
so
Sanchez
like, so and that's the one who Ajagba lost to. So it's like, man, I think I got to lean toward Ajagba as well.
I'm taking Ajagba.
How active has Ajagba been though?
Both guys have not been crazy active, and I think Ajagba wasn't he starting to fight on some top ranked cards too? I think
April of 25 was the last time he fought. It was Martin Bacoli, took him to a majority draw.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
a little anyway.
He's fought once in 23, once in 24, or twice. Let's see. No, he fought 3 times in 23. Looks like he fought 1 time in 24, 1 time in 25, and 1 time in 26.
Yeah.
Now, Charles Martin's been a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Let's see. He fights. Well, no, he really hasn't. 2024 was his last fight.
See what I'm saying? He hasn't fought in a long time.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's one of those fights. You don't know who's going to win, because they've both been inactive. I got to lean toward Ajagba. I think he's got better skills. I think he's just maybe the fresher fighter.
Fresher guy, a little quicker, a little bit more athletic.
Not as old.
Stronger.
Yeah. So
a puncher.
I would be surprised if Martin won. Put it that way.
Yeah, Martin's a southpaw, so Martin is a little cagey. He's a good counter puncher. He's a little cagey. He's got quick hands for a big guy. So we'll see.
Whatever you say about Charles Martin, man, he was the heavyweight champion.
He was.
You can't take that away from him.
And he's always shown up to fight.
Yeah.
He's always shown up to fight. So
yeah. That Joshua fight was good. I mean that Joshua did a number, man.
He didn't go there to lay down. I'll tell you.
No, he didn't. He tried. Joshua was a different kind of animal, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Charles Martin. I don't have a problem with Charles Martin. I like both guys. I think.
I'll tell you this: I'd like to see Charles Martin win, but I think Ajagba will win.
Yeah, I think Ajagba will win.
Fight Doctor says, "Is Mayweather broke?" Yeah, we might as well talk about it. There's nothing going on. Before we get to the upcoming fights, let's go ahead and
we can
address
talk
this.
about that. It's not a good sign when you're defaulting on payments. You're living off of credit.
Jewelry payments, a lot. Why do they default on jewelry? How could you, as a jeweler? Okay, as a jeweler. Why would I give you a custom-made piece without you paying for it?
Well, what they've said, and this is what was said, because I heard people talk about this online, and I heard them talk about it on video. He was buying jewelry regularly from this jeweler, and he was paying him. But like anything else with Mayweather, when he decides he doesn't want to pay for something, he just doesn't pay for it. You know, he'll give you a little bit here and there. He'll buy this, that, and the third from you. And then one day he wakes up in the morning and says, "You know what? I think I'm going to stiff this dude." And he does. He's done it to a lot of guys. He's done it to a lot of people. You know, so. Yeah. And here's the thing,
I got this with all the options. My first option is not to pay for it.
and here's the thing, too, man. I understand people collect things, but how many fucking watches can one person own? That's the thing. Like
I got to be honest, man. Listen, and we're both a little bit older now.
Yeah.
Even if I had the money,
I wouldn't do it, Eric.
I wouldn't buy a $3 million watch.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I just couldn't.
I'm not a big car person.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, even now I could buy a nice BMW 5 Series. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But if I had a lot of money, I'd just probably buy a 5 Series BMW because I kind of like BMWs. I'd buy a 5 Series and that would be it. You know what I'm saying? That would be my car. I get the 535 iX 4-wheel drive, and I call it a day. I'm not gonna buy a fucking fleet of cars. You know?
I'd buy a Rolls Royce. I'd buy one of those Phantoms or whatever they call them. The ones that look like regular cars.
Yeah. But would you buy
real tricked out in the end? No.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't drive 10. I only got 2 feet. I can only,
you got to pay insurance on them, and then I guess if you're not going to drive them, you don't have to. You park them or whatever. But what are you going to buy something and just park it in a fucking garage for? I don't know.
And you know what? How much those cars? Like, think about it. Like on a regular car, what is an oil change? About $100, right? Anymore, it's about $100. It's around there, 100, 150, somewhere in there.
I get the regular oil, so I pay like above like 60. But it can run you. You have nice cars, so it's different.
I wouldn't go that far.
So you pay 100 probably.
Yeah, it's about $100 every time we go get an oil change, right?
Yeah.
It's about $100.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you got like a Ferrari or with a Bugatti or whatever, something like that, that's not a standard thing.
One time, Eric. This was back in the 90s when I was like kind of like into nice things. Well, I'm not anymore, but I had a BMW 325 IS when I was like in 1991, and I blew the windshield wipers because the windshield wipers are on like a fuse, right? I blew the electric motor in them.
Yeah,
it cost me $300 to fix the fucking windshield wipers.
Oh, I believe it.
Those cars those BMWs, Mercedes, beautiful cars. But they are so expensive to do maintenance on.
Well, I mean, think about even you think about like the new cars, the Teslas.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine what the price is on that Tesla truck as far as repairs go.
And when we talked about the insurances.
Oh yeah, the insurance is nuts on those things, and it's across the board. It's $2,000, period, if not more. I mean, and that's any company you go with.
Yeah.
Because they're so specialized. And the same thing, he's got all these high-level cars and stuff like that. We have to maintain them. He's got to drive them. He's got to maintain them. And I'll tell you right now, man, that is not cheap. I think they gave what was it, $30,000 or something crazy a month? And you got these guys that, I don't think he has a boat or anything like that, like a yacht or anything like that, where he's got to call.
He was renting. He said he owned a jet, but come to find out he was really renting it.
So. It's got to be like a NetJet situation or something like that. I would think.
And that runs like that's another thing too, man. He's flying around in a private jet. I mean, it's nice. I don't know.
It's nice. Is it?
Do you need it?
Do you need? Yeah.
I mean, you could fly first class. It's fine.
But, the problem with him is that he's kind of what they call in wrestling, living out your gimmick.
Yeah, and I said that.
Your
oh my
gimmick
God.
is this rich guy. He's,
Yeah,
who was the $1 million man? Remember him in WWE
yeah.
or whatever?
It's like when Scott Hall was criticizing Bret Hart. He's like, this guy's a mark for himself, meaning
Yeah.
he believes he really is the character in real life.
Right.
And Mayweather never adjusted. And I said
never adjusted.
He has like Arrested Development, Eric. The guy's like living out his childhood, man. You know?
For sure. And you talk about the question was, does he have money problems? Listen, he's suing Showtime for 350 million?
Correct.
For fights that were like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't even know all that. This wasn't new information.
Yeah.
He may have had some, you know what? I think he owes me money, right? 350 million. He's having money problems, son.
Somebody must have gotten this guy's ear.
Yeah. Well, Ben, who was it? Somebody in the chat said that Ben Thompson of Fight Hype, or Floyd Hype, whichever one you want to do, confirmed that Mayweather has money issues. Yeah, you cannot listen, man.
He confirmed it. That's
what he's saying. I haven't heard this. Is
that's
just
his man.
Chat. That is his man. Yeah.
Listen,
he put him on the map.
You don't have all your properties going to lien, or a lot of them going to lien. You don't get sued by creditors every year. You don't default on mortgage payments, car payments, and everyone's like, oh well, he made so much money. How can he be broke? Very simple. You spend more than you earn. It's like
that equation works any way you slice it, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing, and then people say, oh well. I heard Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi saying, oh well, if he just starts liquidating things, I'm sure he'll be okay.
No.
What does he own? If he's making payments on stuff,
right?
Like what does this guy actually own?
Yeah.
If you're still paying mortgages and you're still paying car payments and you're still buying jewelry on credit, how much money do you really have if you're still living off your credit?
And you know what? Your assets are only as good as what somebody's willing to pay for them.
And everything this guy buys, the majority of the items he buys depreciate in value.
It's not like he's buying land. You know what I mean? He's not buying land. He's not buying.
Even
cars depreciate as soon as you drive them off the lot.
Even Rolly Romero, bless his heart. I loved what he said one day.
Did you say bless his heart?
No, and I'll tell you why bless his heart. Because he's kind of out there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm
so special.
I was so happy to hear him say that, oh yeah, I invest in ETFs, I buy stocks, blah 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 blah.
You don't even know what that stuff is.
And he's and he invested his money, even though he's like, you would never think he would do something like that.
No.
Like, you would think he would behave like Mayweather, and Mayweather would be the other way around. But he buys ETF stocks. He invests, and he's living off of his investments. Danny Garcia is doing the same thing. Terrence Crawford's doing the same thing. Like, if you put your money in like a S&P 500 ETF, the last 3 years, you got 17% return. You got 20% the year before, and 20%. 80% of the time, the S&P 500 has been up. So again, on average lifetime, you're going to get a 10, 11% return on your money. You throw a couple million in there, just live off, and then you reinvest the dividends. You're all set. You don't have to worry about it. I just don't, there's a lot of,
especially with the money these guys make.
Yeah.
But you know yourself, man, because we were 25 at one time too, man. And you spend a lot of stupid. I spend money on dumb stuff now. It's like, but when you're 25 and you get all this money after having zero money.
I get in arguments with the honey dips all the time. I gotta keep them in check sometimes because they want some stuff, and I gotta say, listen, this is what you're getting today.
You get the candy necklace for Valentine's Day. That's it. Not the real stuff. Not the real stuff, man.
Get one dinner and that's it.
You said one.
You're not even getting 12 roses anymore. You get like 2 or 3 at this point.
Yeah, right. Especially all the prices, man. JC says, Beeb, what are some good EFT stocks? He just told you.
VU. I like VU.
Yeah.
VU's my favorite.
Vu.
Majority of my money is in Vu.
There we go. Vu. There it is. So yeah, is Mayweather, in short, a summation here, is Mayweather having money problems? Yeah. He said I told you I think it was like last week, I said, I saw that video of him and his grandson, and his grandson's like 3 or something stupid. You know what I mean? He's a little kid. Yeah. And he's talking about he told his grandson that he bought him an apartment building or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, get it together. Like, seriously, what is a kid going to do with an apartment building? Get it together. Like, and you're over here suing people because you ain't got no money.
Instead of buying him an apartment building, why don't you open up an account for him and just start stashing money and like I said, into an ETF for the kid, and just let it grow. You know.
Alexander Wilson said that Floyd was investing in commercial real estate in the 20s. That's where the money problems are at. Possibly. Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people love to invest in real estate. And again, I'm not against it. It's not one of my favorite things to invest in because, again, you commercial real estate, whatever. If you're doing a multi-unit building, you got people calling you up. This is broken. That's broken. You got to pay taxes on it. You got to pay repairs. It's a lot of work. And some people are really good at it and they can make a killing, but it's hard, right? And other people, if you just put something in an ETF, VU, you're well diversified, 503 companies across all sectors.
Yeah.
You're covered. You'll have your down years, but again, you'll be up 80% of the time. You can ride the bull markets. The bull markets are nice, Well,
I think, and somebody says, I thought Floyd has a strip club or something. I think that's gone. I think that's either going to be foreclosed on or whatever. That's another one.
That's another horrible investment.
It's a horrible investment. Yeah, it is.
I
know it's a dream for everybody, every guy to have his own strip club. Listen, I would love one too, but it's a bad investment.
The turnover at a strip club is crazy. Crazy. We have one down the street, actually. It's called the Squire. It's pretty nice, but they've been around for a while, but they have their ups and downs.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to visit that place next time I come see you. I'm gonna have to go to the Squire.
Nice. Squires. They actually have good food down there too. You can get nice steak tips and stuff, but that's not what you're gonna go there for. But I'm just saying.
Right, of course, yeah.
You should get hungry.
Does the lady ever step on your plate as she's dancing on the table? I mean, what is that's a classy place.
Yeah, nice.
Floyd using his grandson's social security number to take up fraudulent loans.
That's horrible.
Oh, that's cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded.
Yeah, but this guy's going to be in trouble, man.
Yeah, because you know what? It's like anything else, man. You have to slow it down once you retire. As you're making $100 million or what, he made close to $1 billion, if not $1 billion, in fights, and he's having money trouble.
I know.
I mean, you can't spend 30, 40, $30,000 a month and expect to come. It just doesn't work that way, man. That's just not finance. That's a lot of money to spend.
What are they saying? He bought like 20 watches, like 30 chains. Like
what do you need that
doing,
for,
brother?
Like, come on, man. What are you doing? But you know what? He made his girlfriends. From what I understand, I read an article that he made all his girlfriends sign a waiver basically saying that if we break up or don't work out, you're going to return all these stuff.
Yeah.
Why would anybody sign that? That's number one. Girls are just dumb.
Listen,
like
when I give you something, it's yours. There's no Indian giving, right?
Yeah. Like I don't want to come back.
You reach across the table, you want to pay. Beep takes care of the dates, does all that stuff. We don't do the Dutch thing here.
Right? Yeah,
I'm old school.
I am too. Yeah,
I'm old school. You don't do the Dutch thing.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I could see, and I would never do it, but an engagement ring. If you gave her an engagement ring and things didn't work out or whatever, she should give it back, but it's not really yours to take back.
Yeah,
I mean,
a good woman would give it back, but you can't make her give it back.
No, I can't make her give it back. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the gamble. Yeah, that's the gamble. I don't know why she would want it.
I got mine back once, so I was lucky. But
I don't know why she would want it, right?
Yeah, why would you want it?
Like going, your new man or whatever, and you've got a ring.
But I'll tell you,
use this one.
I'll tell you, nowadays, I don't think you're getting it back from most of these women. I'm going to get myself in trouble by saying that.
Oh, that's cold.
I know. We just lost a lot of endorsements here.
Oh,
but I'm telling you, today you wouldn't probably get it back. Not today.
You better know when you give it to her, man. Like, hey, this is going to work, or it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I would hope they would give it back, but once you spend it, you spent it. Is what it is, man. Live and learn. I don't even know how much an engagement ring is now. Anyway,
oh God,
they got to be way up there with the diamonds, right?
It's got to be at least. If you're going to buy a decent one, you're probably going to spend about at least 10, 12 grand on one.
Yeah, I gave Lisa a zirconia. I didn't even tell her it wasn't a diamond. She
don't say that, please.
She was gonna go have it appraised. No, baby, don't worry about that.
It's okay, Lisa.
Don't worry about it. I got it covered.
You can't even be appraised, Lisa.
I got this. Yeah, right.
This is a stone that they haven't even really seen yet.
Cubic zirconias don't cost that much. That's right. It sure didn't.
Diamonds are pretty cool though, man. Like I kind of like diamonds a little bit.
It's fun when you start reading about the diamond and like why it's priced the way it's priced, and why like a 1 carat or a 2 carat is more expensive than this. It's pretty interesting. It really is. It's really interesting. The history behind it is really cool.
And that's crazy too, because sometimes you'll have the smallest petite little girl, and she'll want like the biggest carat. Like it's gonna look stupid on your hand anyways. You're small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you gotta like you gotta negotiate it a little bit. Like, honey, you're only 110. You're only 110 pounds. You don't need 3 carats. It's not gonna look good on your hand. It's gonna cover your whole hand, honey. It's gonna look too gaudy, honey.
Yeah. Doesn't look good at all. Don't worry.
It's good on you like that. Why don't you just I got a great idea. Get you a nice half carat. You'll be all set.
A nice 1/4 carat. Something restrained. Something refined.
Oh God. That's hilarious. Let's get that down.
It's Valentine's Day yesterday.
No, when this guy gets logged.
Big Texan.
Big Texan. Don't give this guy any false hope.
Don't send him false hope. All right, let's go to the upcoming fights here. On DAZN, February 21st, Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. 12 rounds for Barrios' WBC welterweight title. Will this be Ryan's first title if he wins?
No, because the Raleigh Romero fight was for a title, WBA.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? But has he won a title?
He's never won a title. He's won an interim WBC title.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Can we count those or we don't count those? I don't even know. I don't even know the rules anymore. I don't count those. I don't know. Does anyone count those interim titles?
I don't know. We got an interim belt back here, so there you go. That shows you. That should tell you everything you need to know. All right, on the undercard, Gary Antoine. This is actually a good card. Yeah. Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiroka for Russell's WBA welterweight title, junior welterweight. Richardson Hitchens versus Oscar Duarte for Hitchens' IBF welterweight, and Frank Martin versus Nahir Albright, 10 rounds, junior welterweights.
And that fight's next week, right? The Ryan Garcia fight?
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Next week, man. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this? I think that listen, Garcia should win. He should. But you never know what Ryan's going to show. How does Ryan go out there? Let me ask you a question. How does Ryan go out there and beat Devin Haney? Smashes Devin Haney, and goes out there and gets beat by Raleigh Romero in his next fight.
That's what I'm saying, Eric. I don't ever feel comfortable picking this guy.
No.
I just don't. I really don't.
But I feel more comfortable picking him against Mario Barrios because Mario Barrios, and this is really his time, because if Mario Barrios shines in this fight, this is one of those things that has eluded Mario Barrios throughout his career. He's been in the big fights, and he's come up short in the big fights. It just is. When those lights are on, there's a switch in his head, because you've seen him in training. You've seen it. There's no reason this guy shouldn't be a top-notch guy.
Yeah.
If he beats Ryan Garcia, you got a new star. You know?
He'll get full credit from me. If he beats
he'll get full credit from me.
Yeah.
But Ryan Garcia should win this fight going away. He should win this handily.
You think he should win it handily?
Absolutely. Mario Barrios is
Brian is picking Ryan Garcia too, and he knows, like, he kind of knows both guys a little bit because that's his neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to pick Ryan Garcia, that kind of swayed me a little bit because I was on the fence for a long time. I know it sounds crazy, guys. I just don't trust this. I just don't trust Ryan Garcia.
No, that's the thing. On paper, if we were to look at this fight on paper and you watch Barrios train and everything, you're like, yeah, nah, I think he's going to beat Garcia.
Listen,
because he comes prepared and this and that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No disrespect to Rolly Romero, but I was shocked.
Shocked
that he beat Ryan. I just was.
I was too. There was no reason. I mean, like, I would have never nobody picked Rolly to win that fight.
No.
Absolutely nobody.
No.
And Rolly washed him.
He washed him. It wasn't even like, and in the way he won the fight, it wasn't even competitive.
No.
And then he gets knocked down in the fight too. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And this will tell you a lot about Garcia too, because he comes in there and it's like, if he loses this fight, then where does he go from here?
I mean
realistically,
he's only 27 years old, so he's got about a good 7 or 8 years left in him. But we'll see what happens.
You figure, like, say Brawner, you know what I mean? Adrian Brawner.
Yeah.
Super entertaining guy.
Yeah.
Will always carry a name.
Yeah.
But once he started losing consistently, he may get the big. He's definitely got big fights left in him if he loses, no question. But all of a sudden, those fights aren't worth as much as they were if you were winning.
And it's so crazy because when you look at a guy like Glenn Johnson, he had good amount of losses.
Yeah.
But he was always formidable. Like,
the Road Warrior. Yeah.
On any given night, he could still win a title.
Yeah.
Like, so it's so bizarre when you see certain guys, like, once they lose, like, no disrespect, and I love Roy Jones, but once he started losing, it just became almost like a snowball effect. Like, things just turned bad and quick, right, for Roy Jones. And other guys, they get the bumps in the road and they take it in stride. Bernard Hopkins lost a couple fights, but he was, again, another guy always.
Didn't Bernard Hopkins lose his first fight?
Lost his first fight.
Right.
Most guys never recover from that, So everyone reacts differently, when you watch these guys come up the ranks.
Yeah.
And they take a few losses.
And again, man, you don't know which Ryan is going to show up.
You don't.
You just don't.
You don't.
So, February 21st in Nottingham, England on DAZN, Josh Warrington versus Lee Wood, 12 rounds, junior lightweights. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Nice fight.
I'd like to see Lee Wood win.
Lee Wood's a good fighter.
I like Lee Wood a lot.
He's one of my favorites.
Ishmael Davis versus Bilal Fawaz, 12 rounds for Davis's British junior middleweight title. Let's see what else we got here. I think that's it for next week, maybe.
Yeah, a little light next week.
Yeah, they got a lot of fights, but not a whole lot on TV. Now, February 22nd is the fight everybody's been waiting for on DAZN, which you'll pay for. Claressa Shields versus Franchon Cruz Dezern for Shields' undisputed heavyweight championship.
Why?
Why is there a heavyweight championship for women? I mean, there's not a whole lot of, like, what is the limit?
175 for women.
So 175 and up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, really, like, who cares? Is anybody paying attention to this fight? All the action in women is in the lighter weights. You're not going to see heavy chicks out there fighting. You're just not.
You're not.
It just is. Most of them are under 160. It just that's the way it works. I don't know.
160 and below is the like Savannah Marshall was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Katie Taylor, obviously.
Katie
but
Taylor,
yeah. So there you go. Let's bring Robert on here.
Barbarino, what's up, kid?
Barbarino. What's the matter with
you? Hello, guys. How are you?
Robbie, what's up?
Did you wish Mrs. Herrick a happy Valentine's Day yesterday?
Happy Valentine's Day to Mrs. Herrick.
Yes, I did. And
I want you to tell Mrs. Herrick that I wish her a very happy Valentine's Day.
Tell her I wish her a happy Valentine's Day, not Beeb.
She says happy Valentine's Day to both of you too. Yep.
I love Mrs. Herrick.
Did you tell
She's let me tell you that. She is the sweetest lady that you will find on this
Yes,
planet.
she is.
She's a really nice person.
Yep.
She is awesome.
She is.
So calm, just nice lady, man.
She has to put up with Robbie.
I don't know how she does that. I gotta be honest. I don't know how she does that.
Hey, well, Eric, we have to put up with each other. It's okay.
Oh, let's not even go there, right?
Oh,
You always want to play the victim, please.
Stop it.
No, I hate playing the victim. Anyway, on the boxing, I want Ryan to win, but my question is, do we get the drug results before the fight, or do we have to wait till after the fight?
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
I mean, they are doing. I believe they're doing VADA for this, for whatever that's worth. We'll see, but
I mean, the three of us watched Devin Haney get destroyed, and yet that's not on his record because he failed a drug test.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what though? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. Why are they calling? By the way, why are they calling him Debo Haney? That doesn't make any sense at all. Like F.A. Ajagba should be Debo.
I know.
You know, Derek Chisora should be Debo, not Devin Haney. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Debo Haney. Shut up.
But you know, I want Ryan to win because if Haney wins his next fight, I want the rematch. I'm looking forward to the rematch.
I don't need to see the rematch. Do you need to see the rematch, Beeb?
I actually do like the rematch.
I don't need to see. I already saw it. You got green. What do I need to see? You got wiped out. I don't care what drug was he on that improved his performance much.
Can I ask you a question though? If you just look at the rounds and you take away the knockdowns, was the fight competitive in rounds in your opinion?
Sure.
Yeah.
I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was.
So
who cares? Who cares? You got knocked down a couple times. Listen, man, you got wiped. It's over.
Yeah, I actually would be interested in the rematch. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I am too. Because and hopefully it's 365 day testing. So there's no.
What are you going to be now? Are you the poster boy for VADA now? You're going to be one of those guys. It's got to be drug testing 365. Oh,
well, when it comes
when
to
he's rolling into
Garcia,
a Burger King, you're going to bring a cup in there and tell him to drink a shake and piss. I mean, come on, what is going on here with this stuff?
Eric, when it comes to Ryan Garcia, yes, because he blew a golden opportunity. He destroyed Devin Haney. And then he goes out and fails a drug test.
Didn't change anything.
I mean, you realize
honestly, though, let me ask you a question. Did it change anything? Okay. Did it change your perception of that fight? Did you heard he failed a drug test? Did anybody, and he's going to take, he can take it away and whatever, change to a no contest. That's wonderful too.
Yeah.
That being said, everybody saw what they saw. Everybody saw it. You can't undo it.
It's like the NCAA taking away wins from college football teams.
Yeah,
when you actually watch them on TV, win the game.
Right. Robbie's the VADA mole. The VADA. So let me ask you a question. So when these guys sign up for the WBC, that clean program or whatever they do, the drug testing, they pay for it, right? The WBC doesn't sanction it.
They're supposed to pay for it. I don't know if they actually do or not, but they're supposed to.
The fighters pay for this,
I don't know if they pay for it, Eric, or the promoter pays for it. I don't know because I'm
sure the WBC is not paying for this.
The WBC was paying for a certain level of it, but then they were saying they couldn't afford it anymore. I don't know.
But that's why they're trying to get all the money back with charging people $300,000 for title defenses.
Yeah. So Super Matias tested positive for Osterine. But apparently it didn't help him against Dalton Smith because Dalton Smith knocked him out in 5 rounds. So just like I told everybody, Amir Khan tested positive for Osterine, and he got knocked out by Kell Brook. So I was trying to tell everyone, this is not some super drug. Like, Robbie, I don't want you to ever think you could start taking Osterine pills and you're going to go walk into a club and start trying to knock people out because you're going to get penned up. I'm telling you right now. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it because it's not going to work well for you.
Take that stuff anyway.
I've seen Robbie. There's no way he gets pinned up. No way. My money's on Robbie.
Yeah.
It's up and stuck in the corner somewhere. If you rock and roll up there.
Did you say the group home?
No,
he'd be rolled up into a corner, up and thrown into a corner somewhere.
Give me a break. Anyway, I like Ryan in the fight, and in the Lee Wood fight, I definitely like Lee Wood to win. I think they're both going to be good fights next week. I'm looking forward to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good cards next week.
All right. Let's bring on Jerry. Let me put you back on hold, Robert. Let me we might bring you back up. And again, we might not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. 410 Baltimore, where I am king. Jerry.
Fresh from happy hour.
Oh, stop it.
Straight out of the saloon.
Yep.
Hi, Jerry.
Yeah, there you go, taking a shot. There you go.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. It was all Beeb. You've seen it.
I'm sorry, Jerry.
I heard your little interview with BDA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where you decided to take some shots. I'm going to leave that alone for now because
we were actually defending you with BDA.
We took the shots.
We were defending you.
Just trash.
BDA was the one who was trashing you, not us.
You went on that show. I want you to admit you went on that show just to trash him. And that wasn't right.
I heard the interview, so you can try to twist it, but I heard it. Anyway,
we got you dead right speed.
Got to get something clear here. Alexander Usyk, anyway, what's his name, Barrios, all the WBC champions, all of them, even the interim ones like Benavidez. Which one of those guys are you hearing aren't paying the sanctioning fees or bad-mouthing the WBC? Answer is none of them. In the last 6 months, what you've heard is Big Bro and now Little Bro. Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. Those are the two. And in both incidences, what happened? They did not do what they agreed to do. It's not about the WBC. I'm not defending them or any sanctioning body. But the reality is they are part of the pay structure in boxing. Boxing fans say boxing's a business. Boxing's a business. Well, that's right. It's not just a business for the fighters to get their purse demands or the promoters to make money. The sanctioning bodies, right or wrong, are a big part. They're actually the hub of it all. And they have their rules. Recently, Shakur Stevenson moved out of the 135-pound division where he was a WBC champion. He fought in the division above. We just seen it a couple weeks ago. And he fought for a different organization's title. Now, if you do that with any sanctioning body, you get stripped of the title that you held in the weight class below. However, the WBC will allot for you to move out of the division, take a fight, make some money, and you can keep your title, but you have to pay. You have to pay a sanctioning fee for that. This is widely known. Shakur Stevenson did not get stripped. He forfeited the title, essentially. And if you watch the interview with Mannix and Sulaiman, Sulaiman explains in perfect detail what happened there. Yeah. And all you got to do is look at who. Now, other fighters have complained about sanctioning fees, but all of them dropped the belt prior to fighting, like Oscar or Cotto. They didn't win the belts. Bud Crawford, for years, his career was built on winning titles and marketing himself as a
Floyd stiffed the WBO when he fought Pacquiao, though. He was supposed to pay He was supposed to pay a sanctioning fee to the WBO. He never did, and they took the belt away from him.
Who did?
Floyd, in the Pacquiao fight.
Okay, well, all right, well, there may be an exception, and he got stripped, and that's how it goes. Checks and balances. I'm not advocating for the WBC, but the reality is they're a part of it.
You and Sulaiman eat lunch once a week, man. You're good friends with Sulaiman.
Let him finish, Beeb.
He's going to go to. I heard they're going. He's flying you out to Thailand next month.
Stop it. Let him finish.
Okay.
What's the matter with you?
Please, with your poorly executed stand-up, it's not funny, so. Bottom line here is Bud Crawford.
That was actually a good one. I like that one.
Bud Crawford benefited from those belts for years. You can't find one interview where he complains or one incident where he didn't pay. On the way out, when he knew he was going to retire, and he just came out 2 weeks ago and said he knew he was going to retire after Canelo, he decided to stiff Sulaiman for close to $500,000. The thing is, it's Shakur and his big bro. A lot of noise has been made about the sanctioning bodies, and hey, I'm fine with doing it a different way, but this is the way it is. This is the way it's been. And when you're made aware of what the deal is, you can't cry foul when you don't do like I say with Shakur. He could have retained. And you can understand from the WBC, we don't know if you're going to come back. You're going to go up there and fight. That's 3 months. Then another 3 months before another fight. Could be 9 months. Our title is shelved. You're our champion. If you're going to fight, we expect you to defend our belt. And that's nothing crazy about that. You know, so.
Can I say something though, Jerry? Can I say something?
Yeah.
Crawford was more than likely going to retire anyways. And Shakur is probably going to stay at 140 anyways. There's bigger, better fights for him. So ultimately, them not having the belt or them being stripped, it's irrelevant based on the career path they were going to take anyways. Could we at least agree on that?
Of course, but the reality is this. But the reality of that is this. According to Sulaiman, Shakur petitioned to keep the 135-pound WBC belt. He petitioned to be allowed to do that because you've heard him say he had planned to come back down. Now, there's no guarantee that he will. When Bud Crawford, the reason he owed Sulaiman $400,000 is because $100,000 of that was when Bud moved from welterweight to junior middleweight and fought Madrimov. He also wanted to keep his title from the WBC title from 147. That's why you owed $400,000. The $300,000 is a minimum 3% of a $10 million purse. That's
do you like
what
that
it
rule,
is.
though, Jerry?
Do
you like that rule that
it's what they signed? It's what they signed.
You have to pay. If you move up, you got to pay a sanctioning fee for a title you're not defending, just so you can hold it. Do you like that rule?
Yeah, absolutely. Because from a business perspective, it makes perfect sense. Well, you know, why should we hold our title up for you when you go? If you want the opportunity to go make some money,
you think Canelo and Floyd were doing that though? Do you think Canelo and Floyd were paying that fee, or what do you think?
Yeah, I've never heard Canelo not paying the fees.
No, but when
it's not a white.
When Floyd had,
it's not a white or brown thing.
Do you remember when Floyd had the WBC title at both 154 and 147, and he was holding it simultaneously? Do you think he was paying fees on both belts when he was defending only the welterweight, though?
I don't know, but I would imagine he was. I would imagine he was.
That's a good question.
The WBC. You know, the thing is, and I had a discussion with a guy earlier, it's not a white or brown thing. The WBC stripped Canelo Alvarez not all that long ago, and he's Mexican and the cash cow. But they stripped him also because he wouldn't fight Gennady Golovkin, their number one contender.
I remember that, yeah.
To be honest with you, the WBC is more consistent than all of the other ones.
I like the WBO the best. I like the WBO the best.
They value their belt more than the others because of its prestige. But to me, they're more consistent. And I just, you know, look, the simple answer is this. If you don't like the way the WBC does business, don't do business with them. Yep. But if you try to get over, which is just what Bud Crawford actually did do, he actually got over.
He played them. He played them like a fiddle.
He's not as smart as Bud Crawford because Bud Crawford built his career on the belts, and when they were advantageous to him, he never complained. On the way out is where he took advantage.
Stuck it right to him. And I love it.
Shakur's got a lot of fights left, and now he likely will not be able to fight for any other WBC title again. Even if they're not going to rank him because he did bad business. And if they do, and he does fight for a WBC belt, not only will he have to pay the sanction, he's going to have to pay the money that he owed. Yeah. So I'm not defending
Turkey Alashik will take care of that for him, though. Don't you worry.
Jerry, we're going to get running, man. Thank you so much.
He didn't take care of it for him this time.
Yeah.
He didn't take
Nice little public service announcement for the WBC over.
So, no, but you know what? And let's talk about this here. Is that Mauricio Sulaiman went out on the apology tour this week, right? He was on multiple podcasts.
People giving him a lot of shit about it. People aren't happy with it.
They shouldn't be. You know, the WBC charged Shakur Stevenson $100K for the Teofimo Lopez fight. and the belt wasn't even on the line.
No, I think it was 150. I think.
But here's the deal: that everything that Sulaiman said on those podcasts was factual. It was 100% true. Yeah. You remember the stories with Don King back in the day where he would charge him towel fees, locker room fees, air you breathe fees. I mean, whatever fee he could tack on there, he would. And he would get you the big fights and everything like that. Yeah. But he would take such a substantial part of that.
That's
you know what I mean? And him and his son, Carl King or whatever, they were both, one was a manager, it was complete nonsense. This is how I look at that WBC rule.
Yeah.
It's complete nonsense. Yeah. Is it good business? Sure. But again, people come in, they don't know any better, and they want to fight for that title.
Chris Mannix.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, Chris Mannix said to him, do you think that the belt is bigger than the fighter? And not in so many words, Mauricio Sulaiman was saying that these guys would be nothing without the WBC belt.
And I think that's garbage.
And I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it at all.
Because here's the thing. You could look at it any way you want. Terrence Crawford was the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He was just involved in the biggest fight ever. Shakur Stevenson is probably the heir apparent to Bud Crawford. So now you just pissed off two great fighters.
Yeah.
Right? Now you got Shakur Stevenson, who I think has the potential to be a superstar in the sport. You can argue one way or another if you like his style or not, but he's going to get a lot of big fights, and he's going to win a lot of big fights. And based off of that, he's going to be a superstar. Now
he doesn't need the belt. He's not. He's going to be one that doesn't need the belt.
If you're the WBC, you don't want the best pound for pound fighter in the world with the belt, with your belt around that guy's waist. I just think the WBC and in particular Mauricio Sulaiman's a little bit too full of himself, and he wants to make it all about him and the WBC, and it's really supposed to be about the fighters. So
what
all
do you
these
need that much money for?
Yeah,
really, what do you need? Where you're charging $300,000?
To me,
come on.
You never hear these things about the other sanctioning bodies. Only this guy.
Never. We never hear anything.
You never hear about all the lavish requests. You don't hear about that stuff from the WBA, WBO. They're not like Paco. When I remember when Paco Varicel was the president, and I forget the guy's name now, who's the president of the WBO. When do you see him jumping around in the ring, putting T-shirts on guys and hats and belts and stuff like you don't see that stuff, right?
I couldn't tell you who the owner of the WBO is or the president of the.
I forget his name. I know his name, but I forget it off the top of my head.
I mean, or the IBF or whatever. Again, it's. Do you have the right to do it? Yeah. Anybody who signed they signed the contract and everything, but the word is getting out now. And more and more fighters are going to be apt to say, I don't think so.
Now you got Zuffa Boxing that has their own belt. Gustavo Ovalera, that guy, he's a good guy. I've interacted with him on Twitter. He's pretty cool, the WBO president. You don't see him doing that stuff. So, but listen, the market's going to decide. The fans are going to decide who they're going to side with. And right now, they're siding with the fighters.
Yeah. And listen, I get it. Contractually and everything, Sulaiman didn't do anything wrong. And all this stuff is in the contract.
Yeah.
My contention with it is it shouldn't be in the contract.
Maybe there's a time. Maybe there's a need to kind of reevaluate how you're going to approach these situations moving forward, and you may want to make some adjustments.
Yeah. So, in a roundabout where we're going to do a kind of a turn here, the WBC has fined Ryan Garcia. We're going to go back to this here in a minute. $5,000. Ryan Garcia's 14-day weight check was supposed to be received this past Saturday, February 7th. Mauricio Sulaiman informed Garcia's team on February 10th that a notification obtained by Boxing Scene champion Barrios did not comply with the video of this mandatory safety rule. The WBC hereby imposes a $5,000 fine for noncompliance. So, yeah.
Now they're acting like a commission. We're going to start handing out fines now.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, I mean, and again, they signed it. I get it. I completely listen. He's got the right to do that. If you put it in the contract and they sign it, then they got to abide by it. I get that. Read the contract. Have some people read the contract.
Sure.
Get yourself some attorneys, for Christ's sake. Read the contract.
No one's saying Mauricio Sulaiman can't do these things. No one's saying
this is not the right thing to do.
We just don't think, and this was my stance right from the beginning. I just don't think it's good business.
No.
Now it may be good business in the short term because you're collecting all this money, but what you're doing is your organization is losing credibility, and more fighters are going to start rebelling, and they're going to be like, "Why am I even going to fight for this title anymore?"
Yeah.
Undisputed was not really a big thing for a long time until certain guys came around, until Crawford came around. Like Floyd never was undisputed. Manny Pacquiao was never undisputed. Oscar De La Hoya was never undisputed, right? Anthony Joshua was never undisputed.
We got 5 belts now. We got 6 if you want to include the Zuffa belt or whatever.
Cotto was never undisputed.
Yeah. I think the ring belt, what is it? The ring belt now and the Zuffa belt coming in.
This whole undisputed thing, it's kind of cyclical, and it went away for a while, and then Crawford kind of brought it back, and there was a time period where people really didn't give a fuck about the belts as much, right? Yeah. And people would win, like when Zab Judah became undisputed, he had to vacate them because he said he couldn't afford the sanctioning fees, right? So I would not be surprised if this ends up biting the WBC in the butt.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, anyone can do whatever they want. I think you agree with me on this. This is just bad business.
It is. It's
long term.
Long term. It's bad business. You're going to do, if you're a fighter, you want to get this under your belt, you want to make you can do that. But again, long term, I think over the long term, it's not good. They're going to have to change some stuff because it's very unpopular.
Very unpopular with the fans, and fighters are stopped. Even fighters are like there was like maybe 60% of the people were on Crawford's side, 40% was on Mauricio's side.
Yeah.
Like in this situation, it's like 80-20 for 80% of the people are on Shakur's side.
Yeah. I get it, man. Zuffa, speaking of Zuffa fights, they set weight classes now. And you may think, well, they've already got weight classes. No. There's only 8 weight classes in Zuffa. And they're the original. I think these are the original ones, right, babe?
No, they switched them around a little bit because they took out flyweight and they just put cruiserweight in its place. So the lowest weight they have, I believe, is
118. Bantam. Yeah, 118 for Bantam.
Bantamweight.
They got featherweight at 126, lightweight at 135, welterweight 147.
And again, I think that's a good move because the biggest jump is light heavyweight to heavyweight, 175 to like 201.
200. Yeah, 201. Yeah, you're right. 201.
It's a huge jump.
They got lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, all the weights are the same. Light heavyweight 175, cruiserweight 200, and heavyweight 200 plus.
And even in the UFC, like their glamour division is like 205. That's always been their glamour division. So
the light heavyweight division,
205. So having the cruiserweight division is kind of right up their alley. Yeah.
Jai Opataya versus Brandon Glanton will be for the Zuffa belt, and that has been set. So that'll be their very first title. That'll be their very first, he'll be the first Zuffa champion, whoever wins that fight. There you go. Let's see what else here. Did you catch the Super Bowl halftime?
I
saw 2 guys. I didn't even know it was them.
I was about to say, I didn't know it was them.
I had no idea.
I had no idea it was them until someone told me afterwards.
They're turned to the side. You can't really see it. There's a lot going on. You don't expect to see these two, Xander Zayas and Emiliano Vargas. Yeah. Got to be in the halftime show with Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl.
Great look.
25 million people tuned in to that halftime show.
128, not to nitpick.
Yeah. How crazy is that? 128 million people. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Just crazy. And they were in it, man. I was so excited when I heard that. I was like, no way, that was them.
No, it's great exposure,
Oh, it's awesome, man.
Exposure. That's when was the last time something like that ever happened? At a
never
time show like
that. When do you see boxers really anywhere center stage? You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good look.
Yeah, there you go. Errol Spence and Tszyu has been set. Those two are going to fight. Babe, I don't know. I don't really care for the fight. I mean, it's a good fight. I like Tim Tszyu in the fight.
I like Tim Tszyu in the fight too. I just don't like. I don't want to see Errol Spence come back. I just don't want to see him fight anymore.
He's slurring his words. I mean, his speech. If you look at his speech patterns from the time he started to right now, it's not the same, man. And
I don't like it.
Why are people around him? Like,
I hope they're going to give him strict medicals. I was talking to who was the guy's Randy Gordon, the old commissioner of the New York State Athletic, and he said that he wouldn't license him. He'd have to really look closely, and based on what he's seen and knows right now, he would not.
I'm gonna tell you this, and boxing's a dirty business.
Look what they did.
How much with Ali? He couldn't even get in the ring to fight Larry Holmes.
Remember,
they had to help him up the stairs.
The speed bag. He was like missing the speed bag during training. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I wonder how much they pay these doctors kickback to say, let him through. You know what I mean? That goes on. Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois set for May 9th. That's gonna be a good fight, Beeb.
That's a can't miss fight right there.
Yeah. Let me go to the phone here. 760. I think this is Nacho. Maybe
it's
Notch. 760.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's up, Eric?
Oh, it's Brian.
What's up, Eric? Don't even try to hang up on me, man.
Thanks for showing up, Brian. Appreciate it.
Hell no, man. Don't even try it, man. Let Jerry go, homie, which is a great caller, by the way.
He was a great caller today.
Yeah,
that's probably one of the worst calls we ever had in our lives, man. Just like slopping all over Mauricio Sulaiman,
man. Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. I already asked Dee this. We had a debate about this.
Okay.
Who do you feel like has been the most feared boxer out of all the boxers in boxing history? Who's been the most feared?
Mike Tyson.
Thank you. That's all.
No question.
It's simple,
no question.
Isn't it simple?
Ryan, that wasn't the argument. Ryan.
Come on,
that wasn't the argument. You were saying he was one of the best heavyweights of all time. I don't know. I mean, a lot of guys. I think would.
I would absolutely give him one of the best heavyweights of all time.
Yeah, but would you put him in the top 10?
Yeah, Mike Tyson
in the top 10.
Wait. Hold on, Brian. Would I put Mike Tyson in the top 10? Yeah. Yeah, he goes in the top 10. Yes, for sure, 100%.
Lennox Lewis.
You can put him in any era, and he's competitive.
Yes. Are you crazy?
Any era.
Jim Lampley was saying he wasn't.
We got amnesia.
Jim Lampley's 107 years old. He's done.
He's got amnesia around the Mike Tyson era.
People were scared to death of Mike Tyson, man.
The impact, man. You must have forgot.
Look,
man.
I love Mike Tyson.
Anyway,
but
top 10, yes.
Once the code was cracked, you saw what happened.
He's up there, Pete.
Even when the code was cracked,
you gotta stop.
What happened? He still won fights.
You gotta stop, Pete.
Who's better, him or George Foreman?
You gotta stop.
Wait. Okay, wait. All right, so who's better, Mike Tyson or George Foreman?
Prime for prime. I gotta go with Foreman.
Mike Tyson.
Oh no.
Mike Tyson. Now let me tell you this. Now here, okay. Hang on. Let me tell you why. Because Foreman wouldn't have been able to jab him. Foreman would not have been able to jab him like Buster Douglas did or Lennox Lewis did. Foreman wasn't able to work off of that jab like that.
Would have been Foreman Frazier all over again.
No.
Oh my God.
Mike Tyson could take a shot too, by the way.
Speed, man, Tyson was way faster than Frazier, man. You tripping.
Oh, God.
You tripping on this one.
Yeah.
He's tripping on this one.
Now, we'll say this. Hold on. George Foreman, what he accomplished in his career can't be measured. I really believe that.
You think Tyson would beat a prime George Foreman?
Yeah.
No way.
100%.
No.
Yeah.
He smashes a prime George Foreman.
No way.
Dude.
Hey, don't forget, Steve, Customato. Customato.
They would have had him primed.
They would have
had him primed.
Why do you think this man was the youngest heavyweight champion?
Foreman did not fight. Listen, Foreman did not fight like Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, or anybody else. Foreman relied on his power, and the first part of that career relied a lot more on power than he did on
very
technique.
underrated jab, George Foreman, though. This George,
Who had a better jab, Buster Douglas or George Foreman? This shouldn't even take you that long. This shouldn't even take you that long.
That's tough.
You know, Buster Douglas is from Ohio.
You see what George Foreman used to do with that lead hand? See how he would like palm guy's head with it and kind of. This guy was tricky.
You don't think he was? He was. Listen, I'm taking nothing away from Foreman, but I'm just saying Mike Tyson would have beat him. Go ahead, Brian.
Robbie said George Foreman would beat a prime Mike Tyson all day long if they were both in their primes. Mike has no clue. Mike wouldn't have a chance.
No clue.
Robbie's got 137 IQ. He would never be wrong about that.
137 IQ.
Robbie's intelligent.
Hey, I will say this. George Foreman, I think behind Mike Tyson, maybe he was the second most feared.
No, he was more feared than Mike Tyson, George Foreman.
You're right. You're 100% right because people were scared of George Foreman as well.
Sonny Liston. What about Sonny Liston?
He was a feared fighter.
Sonny Liston could be third. Sure. Yeah, I think he's third too. I put him up there too. But definitely boxers have been the most feared fighter. And definitely I got to put Mike Tyson as number one. I don't know why me and B was debating about it. You know the impact this man had.
I never said he wasn't feared. I never said he wasn't feared. When did I say he wasn't feared?
Hey, but that's a...
But you think this guy could beat everybody, man?
Not everybody, but it's a lot of people.
Do you think he would beat a prime George Foreman? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he beats a prime George Foreman. He beats a prime George Foreman. He beats an old George Foreman. Yeah.
No way.
Yes. 100%.
Chat, who wins, Chat? Get the chat in here. Who wins, Foreman or Tyson?
He was too fast.
Yeah, hey, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Hey,
make that a poll in the chat or something.
One for Tyson, for Tyson, two for Foreman.
Oh, shit. Hey, but you know what? I ain't mad at that matchup, though. That's a good toss-up right there because both of them I think that's the two most feared fighters is Foreman and Mike Tyson.
We already got like eight people, eight times. There's the ones. It's all ones.
Look how many times he put the one in there. I love it. Oh, that's great. You're the best, Eric.
All right, Brian, we're going to get rolling here, man.
I got Mike Tyson.
All right, we go. Brian is back in the queue. This is like normal.
I sent them a video where Jim Lampley was like saying Mike Tyson was very overrated and he couldn't beat he couldn't.
Where was Jim Lampley when he was announcing Tyson fights?
Oh, look at all these Foremans we're getting right now in the chat. Wow, these guys are geniuses.
Lords is spamming the chat right now. Did you guys? I didn't. Okay, somebody in the chat had mentioned this. Completely off topic, right? Completely off topic. Somebody in the chat mentions it. Blew my mind. They were talking about Pam Bondi in the chat. Why? I don't know. She's 60.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, she's older.
She does not look 60, dude.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's very cute for 60. Are you kidding me?
She's very pretty.
For 60? Yeah.
Christy Nome is very cute too.
Oh, she kills puppies though, and I got dogs.
I know she shoots dogs.
I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I can't get past that. I can't get past that. I couldn't leave her. I couldn't leave her at my house by herself with the dogs.
Yeah, she'd be eating the birds.
Yeah.
She's
right.
She's 55.
I can see that. Pam Bondi looks young to me for something. Not young, but not 60.
No, she
got a lot of work done, I guess. I don't know.
All these women, look at their lips. They're all Botox and shit now.
Yeah. I got to get some of that Grecian form. What is it to take the gray out of my hair? You know,
just for men.
Just for men. All right, listen up, guys, and that'll do it, man, for this edition of Ringside Reporter. As always, catch Joe Habib on X at jhabib1. Find our YouTube channel at ringsidereporter.com. And, guys, you can find me on X at ringside73. And we will catch you guys next week.